Yo, what's up guys? It is DPort here from DPortGaming. Welcome to another Warcraft 3 audio commentary, and today I have a wonderful match for you guys here. We have the good old legend Lucifer still fighting strong, and we have his opponent here, Cash, today, also known as Tiger, for this game. So Cash is going to be playing his standard Orc, Lucifer always in that undead. I don't really think they stick to one color. Lucifer playing blue this game. Unless I just have the colors messed up. Do I have the colors messed up? I don't think so. Nope, I think we're good. Alrighty. Anyways, back on topic. Cash looks like he's going to do the standard orc build here. Going to go for that grunt here on Amazonia. The map is Amazonia, by the way, and I apologize if I'm rusty. This is my first commentary in about a year. Holy crap, yeah, I know. But nothing too crazy going on right now, guys. We got the standard ghoul build opening for Lucifer here. He's going to build that Tomb of Relics as well. Amazonia, I kind of forgot. Not really, I didn't forget what's on this map, but good old map. It's a good old 1v1. I don't think they have implemented it in... have they implemented it in Battle.net? I don't think they have. It's just a good map that a lot of pros like to play on. I think War 3 Arena, might be from that. No, I'm really not too sure where this replay came from. I just picked it up on a site. Two scouts going to meet each other in the middle here. That Voodoo Lounge is going to be starting up here by Cash. Blade Master, what a surprise. Oh yeah, we got to check those heroes. And we got the Death Knight here for Lucifer. It's going to be building that graveyard as well. Going to be interesting to see what route Cash is going to take her creeping and how effective Lucifer can be with that Death Coil Creep Steal ability here. So Lucifer got a little bit scouting a little bit earlier here. This peon is just a little bit slow. I think the move speed of an Acolyte is definitely quicker than a peon. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Anyways, Death Knight coming out here. Probably going to pick up that Rotted Necromancy and head out. Also going to pick up Dust of Appearance as well. Not a shocker anticipating that Blade Master. Always have to anticipate the Blade Master if you're playing an undead. If they don't, that's what just happens nowadays. But I remember Grubby and other Orc players. I think actually most of the Orc players used to like the Farseer at one point. But ever since Blade Master's been the standard choice. I'm gonna probably sell that ring. Yep, there we go. Sold the TP as well. Gonna pick up the Scroll of Speed and 2 healing salves. I'm gonna send the Grand over here, and Lucifer's gonna see that there's 2 rogues here. He's gonna try to pick them up really quick. Anticipating that the Blade Master actually went over and picked up the Boots of Speed, and I'm guessing that's what he did. Oh, didn't pick up the Boots of Speed, just pick up the Circlet for now, and is going to run over here and make sure Lucifer's not going to get both rogues, but that Grunt was making sure that was not going to happen here. We have the Skeleton War doing a little bit of harassing here on the peons. 2 peons going to go on the Orc Burrows. Lucifer hasn't teched yet. Should be teching pretty soon after this Fiend comes out, and there we go, he just teched right away. And tech being started for Cash as well, so the techs are basically at the same timing here. Blade Master going to try to get this item here from this Forest Troll, and this Grunt is trying to get a few more hacks at this Death Knight. Yeah, nothing too shocking, nothing too crazy going on right here. Just some harassment, trying to get those creep items for that blade, trying to get that stacked blade. That's the Orc's #1 goal. If you get a stacked blade against an undead, you know what's going down. But just more harassing here, using those skeletons. Grunt's going to be coming back to the base, doing some aid here. Blade Master picked up the Boots of Speed. You to go back to this Forest Troll. Going to feel confident that the Death Knight's a little bit further away here, and he's coming here. He's in the north. It's a tome actually. Is it a tome? Well, yeah, I got a slippers too. Is it a tome and slippers? I don't know Amazonia that well. Anyways, here's Dust's appearance. First dust being used. There's the critical strike from that Windwalk, and the Death Knight has to be careful here because this blade does have that Boots of Speed. Death Knight does have pretty quick movement speed here. He's going to try to use some units to block, and there is a Scroll of Speed here. Death Knight might be going down. There's a Windwalk, and it does go down. That's a level 2. That's really nice here for Cash, and yeah, that's really a really good start for him here right now. Exactly how you want to play it if you're an Orc player, and probably going to be. Yeah, I don't know. What do Orc players go nowadays? I don't know. It's been a year. Standard. Are we going to see Spirit Link and some Raiders or something? Yeah, maybe something different. Who knows? Lucifer looks like he's just going for a little bit delayed fiends here. Probably going to pick up a Lich as well. Lich is really strong against Orc. That Frost Armor as well as Frost Nova for the nuking ability is always really nice. Blade Master getting a replenishment potion. Probably going to sell it unless he's going to use it for the mana regen. I don't think it's that. Yeah, it's only 75 mana, so I'm guessing he might sell it. Might keep it. Going to be interesting to see here what the hero choice here for cash is going to be. Going to try to get a Creepjack here, and did he get it? I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, level 3. I think he got it, or he got something. He's level 3 now, and that's pretty good. He's going to have the level 2 Windwalk here, and got the another Creepjack. And this is not looking too good for Lucifer here. That Blade Master's getting pretty strong. We got a Flying Sheep coming over here. Whoops, I'm on TeamSpeak as well, guys. I apologize. What do we got here? Second hero choice is the Shadow Hunter. We got the Spirit Lodge coming up as well. So we're going to see some Raiders most likely, as well as some Spirit Lane coming in here. 4 grunts, 1 being healed, and the Blade Master just trying to do his job here, getting some Creepjacks, and actually missed it. So Lucifer picks up level 2 with that. Going to pick up that Unholy Aura. And Lich is going to be that choice. So this is going to be a straight up standard Orc Force Undead here. It's going to come down to the scale, to the micro, which is always fun. Always fun to watch. So we got that Shadow Hunter. Going to be joining this Blade Master in the fight in just a second. Probably going to start off with that Hex. Maybe heal if he decides he can get a quick level 2 or something like that. Probably going to send the... oh, we actually have a nice little scout here. Acolyte Scout coming for Lucifer. He's going to spot that Shadow Hunter creeping that Goblin Merch. Death Knight sitting at about level 2.5 here. Ooh, picked up some nice Sentry. That's going to be nice to counter that Blade Master. Try to get some eyes on him when he's roaming the map. And he possibly might be able to see him here. No, just a little bit out of range of that Sentry Ward there. And... looks like he's probably going to get a Creepjack here. Hopefully it's not on a big one here for Lucifer. But, I mean, it's kind of inevitable if you're an Orc player unless you, use a Dust or have a Sentry Ward, for that matter. Going to start the Frost Armor, actually, and that's going to help prevent that harassment on those Fiends from that Blade Master. Blade Master, really nice items, though. Those are really good items here. Here's the Windwalk coming in again, and definitely going to pick up close to level 2. Picked up the item really quick. Lucifer pretty fast on that matter. What do we got? He's second to Black Citadel. Also has a Slaughterhouse picked up here. Looks like the army of cash is going to be starting to come over here now. Probably going to see a fight pretty soon. Orc player does usually have a nice... before the Undead gets those Destroyers up, I think the Spirit Lodge forces, the Spirit Link forces Undead to get Destroyers. It's just too strong. But the Orc player does have an advantage early before those Destroyers start coming out, and he does see the Sentry Ward here. Oh, he picked up a Sentry Ward himself. Wow. Little counter Sentry Wards there. Blade Master coming back in for a Creepjack here. Level 2 picked up by Lich. Does have a Cloak of Shadows. Probably going to sell it, I anticipate. And this Sentry Ward's going to spot this Blade Master. No nukes following it. Not worth it. It's only a level 1 coil. Meanwhile, we have the creeping. Probably going to be level 3 after this Shadow Hunter is. It's going to be really close. There's the first Spirit Link of the game. Meanwhile, we actually do have a T3 coming up here, as well as a War Mill. So that's going to be interesting to see here. He's also getting Spirit Walker training. So are we going to see possibly... he's doing that for the Dispel, but maybe are we going to see a Torn? I'm not sure if it's actually worth it to go a Torn against an Undead. Because if they get one Frostworm, it's pretty rough for that Tauren. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter picking up close to level 3 here. I'm going to pick up a Robe of Magi. That's a really good item there. Wow. One of the best items he could have got for himself there for that Shadow Hunter. Meanwhile, picks up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and an Orb. Well, that's a good reason to pick up that T3. An Orb for the Blade Master. Everyone loves having that Orb on the Blade Master. Level 3 on the Death Knight. Level 2.5 here for the Lich. Meanwhile, we do have the Destroyer upgrade coming in here for Lucifer. And some Creepjack potential coming here for the Blade Master. Do we have a Dusted Appearance? We do not. And it is... the item's going to be taken by Blade Master. Belt of Strength. Very good item there. Probably going to keep it, actually. It's a good item. It gives him a lot of HP there. But I think he did get the... I think the Death Knight did get the kill on the creep, so no experience there for the Blade Master. Yeah, nothing too too special going on right now. There was a TP. I think Lucifer saw something. Maybe he didn't want to get attacked. That was interesting. Why did he TP? Maybe he just didn't feel confident at the time. Didn't have his statues with him, I think. Now we got a ghoul coming. Joining the party. Not sure why a ghoul is coming. That's interesting. Did I misclick? Maybe he feels like he has enough lumber. So he's going to go the mass fiends and the statue. He's getting a third hero, maybe from the tavern. Maybe from the tavern. He does have enough food. And yep, he picks up the pit lord here. So we're going to see the what I already forget. It's been a year. I don't know what the move is called anymore. It is fear, something like that. Howl, something. Howl of fear. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, it's really good against the orc players. Force them to use the spell. Yeah, really good item here. And actually, Tiger, it's evenly matched here. I think it's 50-50 food. Yeah, 48 to 50 food here. And here comes the first big fight. Peons are going to get involved here with some Spirit Link, going to force their destroyers to pop out of those statues. And here we go. Here's the first fight. Blade Master initiated out of that wind walk, and there's, what is it called? It is the Howl of Terror. I was kind of close, guys. Okay, so first statue is going to be killed, and instantly to counteract that, he's going to make that destroyer fly into the air there. And already some dispels going off. There's the first coil to save that destroyer. Destroyer falling low is the first thing that orc player is trying to focus there, and most likely going to take it down. Ooh, no, another coil. This is forcing the Death Knight to keep healing that destroyer here. Pit Lord taking a bit of damage, and still, Cash is still just trying to go for that destroyer, and is constantly countered there by that coil from Lucifer here. Coda Beast being chased down here is going to let that Fiend drop out of it after that. And orc player losing many units here. Does have a lot of peons still in this action. Blade Master still trying to take down that destroyer here. A grunt falls. And yeah, this is a pretty rough fight here for Cash, but he still has a Blade Master, which should always turn the fights here. Going to be able to finally take down the destroyer. It took a long time there. Berserker going down here. And like I said, he has a lot of peons. So, I mean, it's gonna help prevent those fiends from moving around in this fight here. There's a core on the Pit Lord to save it. Critical strike going off. There's a Spirit Link. No more Dispel here coming in for Lucifer here. So that Spirit Link's going to keep this Orc army together here. And that Blade Master just hacking away. Most of the Orc units are down. But it looks like Lucifer's going to have to back up here. The Blade Master's really strong there with the Spirit Link. Also does have that Potion of Lesser Inability if he does get into a nukeable situation, which probably shouldn't. And now Berserker's coming out here. Orc player did have to use a lot of his peons here and a lot of his resources to stay that to win that fight, because he knew if he was going to lose that fight, he was probably going to lose the game because it was right at his base. Meanwhile, Lucifer going to retreat, picked up that Orb of Corruption, as well as a Scroll of Healing. Oh, as well as a Potion of Lesser Inability there on that Lich. As we all know, Lich is pretty squishy. Another good thing about the Orc Orb, it does have that Purge ability, which is always really nice against that to counteract the Frost Armor. Meanwhile, Lucifer did take a pretty big hit too. Both of them did actually. Lost a bunch of units. Only 2 statues up, making a third one as I speak right now. Blade Master roaming around the map, almost level 4, and that's going to be a nice level 2 critical strike. Actually, I can't see what he actually chose at his item abilities, but I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, just kidding. This is a level 2. He's a fast Blade Master. But you know, if he's running a little bit slower, that would have been the telltale signs. He chose critical strike level 2. But once he gets at level 4, it's going to be really nice to get that critical strike at level 2. We do have a sacrificial skull coming here, so that's going to help a little bit on those HP regen. That destroyer, or that statue rather, almost getting picked off there. Did have to transform into a destroyer there. Pit Lord almost level 2. So he may pick up Cleave or the Rain of Fire here. Maybe a Creep Jack coming in. Let's see. Next fight we'll be able to see what the Pit Lord opts to go for. Here is a Black Citadel. Would be interesting to see if he went for like a Sacrificial Pit and made a few shades. Maybe that would be nice against the Blade Master. But it's probably not worth it, because the Blade Master in these fights is usually just constant auto-attacking. Not really too focused on, you know, trying to jump around the fight. Usually just stationary, trying to take down those destroyers. Meanwhile, here's the second fight coming in here. Lucifer ready to go. Does have that Frost Armor. Pit Lord leading the way here. And that Blade Master is going to be trying to take down those destroyers here. And he's going to try to counteract that with the Death Core, of course. Looks like that one destroyer is going to be taken down rather quickly. With these Berserkers, they're going to use that Berserk as well. And these destroyers falling rather quickly. There's a nice Frost Nova, nice healing chain. to counteract that. Or Healing Wave. Is it Healing Wave? I think it's Healing Wave. Anyways, Orc player is, I think the Spirit Link is there. There's not even any Spirit Link unless he already took them down. Coda Beast did eat a Fiend here. Units being produced here, so as this fight goes longer and longer, those units are going to be able to aid Cash a lot more than Lucifer. He's not going to have that reinforcement ability. Lucifer trying to micro that Fiend. Fiend does go down. Blade-Master doesn't have enough mana here. Is semi-trapped. No, gets out of it. Another Fiend is going to go down. It looks like there was a Dusted Appearance. No, there's a ward back here. So Lucifer is losing Fiends here. He doesn't realize there's a ward here. Another Fiend goes down. So the only thing left for the Undead is the 3 heroes, but as we all know, these 3 heroes can be devastating combo. Is going to have to back off, though. There is not enough mana here left for these undead heroes to keep doing work. There's a core just to make sure this Pit Lord stays alive. No, there was a semi-trap there. There's a nice purge. Pit Lord's going to be running solo. There's a Hex. No Death Coil coming in. One more auto attack by Blade. And no, passes the potion lesser everybody. Nice play there by Lucifer. Needs to be careful on this Death Knight. Could be a surround. No, just barely misses it. Does have enough for a Hex. He's going to go for round 2 here on the Pit Lord. Is there enough mana? One more coil left on that for the Death Knight. Pit Lord is going to be able to manage to get out of here with that aura. No, one more Hex. And there we go. No, did pass the potion. I caught that. He did pass the potion. Wasn't able to activate it because he was in Hex. But yeah, nicely done there by Cash. Once again, does take a big hit here in Lumber. Doesn't really need it, though. Still sitting. Both players, I think, are sitting under 50 food. So this is definitely just a under 50 food game right here. Just a complete bash of units. Or clash units, I should say. Anyways, pretty close game, pretty entertaining game right now. No player has opted to go for that expansion point. Check the gold mines, actually. About 3,000 gold left for both players. About 3,000 gold left for both players here. Orc is going to try to clear out his expansion. Maybe going to do the Walk of Shame with the peons, Slumber peons, and try to get some extra gold out of this mine, possibly. A little bit too risky as an Orc player to try to expand against an Undead player. Definitely risky, but Blade Master's going to pick up that level 5 pretty soon. Going to get those level 3 critical strikes. Going to be really helpful in these fights. Meanwhile, Lucifer just using those statues, regaining his mana on his Lich and Death Knight. Is remaking the Pit Lord. Lucifer just going to go for one more wave, one more hit, probably. But yeah, does have those. Does have 3 heroes though. So if this game does go longer, 3 heroes do trump 2 heroes usually, unless it's a stacked Blade Master, which in the case it's a stacked Blade Master. But Cash just scouting with the Blade Master, making sure Lucifer's not doing any risky creep camps here, or trying to throw the game, or this red creep camp. Basically, that's the only thing left on the map. Looks like Skeleton's going to get caught out here. Is going to diminish, though, from the time. Nope, is going to get killed off there. 2 Coda Beasts. Going to be able to take out 2 Fiends, most likely. And Lucifer running low, it seems, on units. No, actually, he's full at 50 food. Same with the Orc, right at 50 food. So this is going to be another 50-50 battle here. And I don't see the Orc player losing this, as long as he doesn't lose the Blade Master. He doesn't get nuked here. I don't see him losing this with the stacked Blade Master. But who knows? Orc player, Undead does have 3 heroes, so let's see how this turns out. Blade Master is going to go straight for these Fiends here. First Fiend goes down. Lich picks up that level 4. Probably going to use Unholy Aura, or excuse me, Frost Armor level 2. Going to try to go after that Destroyer again. These Berserkers really good against it. Blade Master picks up level 5. There we go. And I think this is just going to be Cash's game here. He's gonna clean this up and take it home for victory here. That Blade Master's really too strong at this point. Unless Lucifer here can get a pick on a hero, I don't see how he can do this. Another Destroyer goes down on a statue. Coda Beast running away with the Fiend. That's a nice little strategy here. And picked up, there's two Fiends right off the bat and those Kodos. Nothing too much Lucifer can do about it. And Lucifer is going to be trying to hunt down that one Troll Berserker there. There's a Hex on the Death Knight. Going to be going after that Pit Lord. Is going to get a little body block by that Lich here. And maybe a few Purges here and a few nice Hexes. Maybe even a Surround here. And this Death Knight can go down. Another Hex coming in momentarily, maybe. There's an Ensnare, maybe a good Purge. Here's a Hex coming, another Ensnare, possibly. Only one Raider, and we need a nice Purge here. There's the Purge, cancels the Hex, though, and there is a Conversion there to save that Death Knight. Pretty close there, but Lucifer still hanging in there. Like I said, if he's able to pick off a Blade Master, it's totally game. Anybody's game. But if the Orc player doesn't get too cocky or doesn't make any mistakes, he should come on top here. Blade Master is tanking a bit of damage here. Maybe he's expecting here to finally use that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability here. Maybe this is not the best position here to fight inside these cold towers here, as well as that Black Citadel. Pit Lord going down, possibly no. And it looks like Orc players going to have to back out here. That slow is just too much. Undead able to prevail, and they're going to push him back here. Blade Master does need to be careful. Actually, did he use the... Oh, he did use the potion, excuse me. Obviously, we saw that. But does have a really nice item. Potion of Great Healing. It's a really nice item to save your hero in a sticky situation. Gold mines could be ending rather shortly here, and it's going to be really close. Hey, this actually could be Lucifer's game. If this goes really late game, no gold mines. You know, Undead with 3 heroes, really strong, really strong. And Lucifer feels confident here. He's going to go for the risky creep camp here. It's level 9 Granite Golem, and the Blade Master is not anywhere to be found. He's over here using a quick expansion. So both players doing a little bit of risky things here. He's going for the quick expansion here, Tiny Grey Hall, but Lucifer going for the big item here, as well as the level 3 on the Pit Lord. What's the big item? What do we got? We got a Jangle of Endurance, so that's a really nice aura there. Really good aura there. But to help his heroes move around and stay alive here in these late fights. But yeah, that's interesting decisions. I bet you Cash is kicking himself a little bit, but it is kind of risky to creep jack at that late game. The Undead does have some really nice nuke ability here. Cash does realize Lucifer is out of gold as well. He's out of gold in just a moment. Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Undeads are really not that good at expanding, especially against a Blade Master who has total control of the map. Looks like Lucifer might gather his ghoul, his one ghoul, and do a final push. Going to do some scouting with the Skeleton Warriors, but he should probably do that soon because he's getting Cash is getting quite a bit of gold here from this Grey Hall. Blade Master keeping an eye on things, making sure Lucifer's not to go into that tiny Grey Hall right now, or Grey Hall. I'll just call it Grey Hall. It's a Grey Hall. Yeah, it's a Grey Hall. A Skeleton Warrior going to be trying to get there, it looks like, and yep, it got vision. So it got vision there, and Lucifer knows what he needs to do. He's got his objective. Not really good items here to keep those heroes alive. Yeah, the Death Knight does have that Death Pact if he ever needs it. But yeah, maybe he's going to purchase something. What does he got? He's got 257. He's going to pick up something. He picked up a Rod of Necromancy. That's the last items he got. He's got a Dust of Appearance and a Gauntlets of Strength there on that Pit. Wow, Pit Lord's pretty tanky, actually. But yeah, that's all Lucifer has. He's bringing the Acolytes with him. He's pushing out. Yeah, here we go. He's bringing out the Ghoul. One more Fiend. He's going over 50 food. No, he's not going over 50 food. At 48 food, he's using all the resources. Here is the final push here. If he's able to take out this Orc and the expansion, it will be game. So here is the fight of the game right here. Orc players a really nice army. Is he over? He is over 50 food. He's at 62 food. Orc players should win this fight, but let's see how it turns out. First statue is going to be taken down. There's the Howl of Terror. Is there going to be a Dispel? There's a Dispel, and we're going to have a Spirit Link following. Raider's going to go down. There's a coil to keep that Lich alive. Lich was being the focus for just a little bit. Blade Master switching his targets to some Fiends. Fiends falling rather quickly here. There's a healing wave. There's a nice Frost Nova taking down a few Berserkers there. Pit Lord, Death Knight trying to get into the back line, focusing on those Berserkers here, as well as those Fiends. And wow, Undead looking decent in this fight, considering Orc player at 62 food. Another Fiend coming in here for reinforcements here. Lich needs to be careful. Does have a Rod of Necromancy. He needs to pop that. Unless he just did. Kodo going down, going to get one more Fiend joining back the fight. There's some nice micro. There is not a Sentry Ward to see those burrowed Fiends now, so a little bit at disadvantage here. Lucifer might be able to pull off this win. He might be able to do it. I think his 3 heroes are going to be able to do this, I think. As long as going to be... yeah, he's really nice mana on the 2 heroes, but just saying that, the Lich just fell. And he can't do it without the Lich. And wow, I thought Lucifer had a really good shot there, but apparently I thought otherwise. That's what I get, right? That's what I get for not commentating and watching Warcraft 3 for quite some time. But I enjoyed casting this game, guys. I'm gonna be back, posting more videos. I'm gonna try my best. Sorry about that huge wait and delay, but sorry guys, I'm back. Hope you guys enjoyed my first commentary. A little bit rusty with my my feel for the game, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a nice day.